Rangers' momentum off the pitch has been gathering just as quickly as it has on it, but fresh developments suggest the club's direction is now approaching a decisive moment. With expectations rising and long-term ambitions coming into sharper focus, attention has turned firmly towards the man tasked with shaping the next phase of the Light Blues' project. Behind the scenes, conversations are intensifying, and they are not without consequence. As Rangers weigh up their options and priorities, Danny Rowe has made his position abundantly clear, setting the tone for what could prove to be a defining period in the club's near future. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Rangers have issued a rallying call to the Ibrox crowd and urged fans to play their part in the bid for the Premiership title this term. Danny Rowe's side recorded a 7th successive win in all competitions as they earned a first Europa League victory of the campaign against Ludogorets on Thursday night. Now all eyes are on the visit of Dundee and what could be a defining weekend at the top of the table. Hearts lead the way in the Premiership and are 6 points clear of the Old Firm as they gear up for the visit of Celtic on Sunday afternoon. Rowe has rejuvenated Rangers on and off the park since his arrival at Ibrox in October. The German has been backed from the boardroom during the January transfer window, and the club have now called for the supporters to follow that example in the coming months. A club statement read, "Rangers today launched a new campaign. Ibrox isn't Ibrox without you, as the club heads into an important run of fixtures. The campaign is built around a simple idea. Ibrox comes alive when it's full. The noise, the energy, the commitment from the fans. And that backing can give the team a real lift when matches are tight." With Danny Rowe and his staff in the dugout, new faces through the door, and the team putting together 7 wins in a row, there's a sense of momentum building at exactly the right time. The campaign has the tagline of "Full House, Full Voice, Full 90. A video has also been produced with a message to supporters outlining the impact that their backing from the stands can have on Rowe and his players. Rangers have 6 home league matches, including the visit of Celtic in March, to come before the top flight split. The defeat to Roma is the only reverse that Rowe has suffered on home soil, and the fortunes at Ibrox will go a long way to determining the outcome of a tight title race. Chief Communications and Marketing Officer Greg Mailer said, "This has come about off the back of some conversations we've had with fans recently, and from what we've been hearing on their podcasts. There's been a lot of talk about the difference the fans make in a run-in like this. That got us thinking, with Danny in place and with the squad strengthened, there's a real opportunity in front of us. We all know the impact that a full house at Ibrox can have. We wanted to build something around that and to reflect the togetherness that is growing between the fans and the team." Chermiti emerged as an unlikely but important talking point as Rangers edged past Ludogorets with a narrow 1-0 victory in their latest European outing. While the result itself carried little consequence in terms of progression, the performance once again underlined the growing influence of the young Portuguese striker, whose recent displays suggest a player beginning to find his rhythm at a crucial stage of the season. Rangers have been away from domestic action following their 2-0 win over Aberdeen on the 11th of January, before comfortably navigating Scottish Cup duties with a 5-0 demolition of Annan in the 4th round. Attention then turned back to Europe on Thursday night, with Ludogorets visiting amid difficult weather conditions and a sense of inevitability surrounding Rangers' fate in the competition. With qualification no longer possible following earlier results, many supporters viewed the fixture as something of a dead rubber. That context led to expectations of wholesale rotation from Danny Rowe, but the German opted instead for continuity, naming a largely strong starting 11. Max Ahrens replaced James Taverner in the only notable change, while new arrivals Tochi Chikwani, Tor Romans and Andreas Skov Olsen were all unavailable due to UEFA registration rules. Despite the lack of jeopardy, Rangers approached the contest with professionalism and control. The breakthrough arrived just after the half-hour mark when Mohamed Diomande turned home from close range following a cleverly worked set-piece. While the finish was decisive, much of the credit lay in the subtle but vital contribution of Chermiti, whose composure in a congested penalty area prevented Ludogorets from clearing their lines. Jayden Magoma delivered the initial ball into the box, but it was Chermiti's awareness and close control that kept the move alive. His quick touches disrupted the defense, allowing the ball to break kindly for Diomande to apply the final touch and secure what proved to be the winning goal. Speaking on BBC Sports Sound's live commentary, former Rangers midfielder Andy Halliday questioned whether the routine itself was pre-planned, but was quick to praise Chermiti's role in the decisive moment. We've talked about their threat from set pieces, but I don't know if this one is by design, Halliday said. It gets whipped in by Magoma, and it's Chermiti who does excellently to keep it alive. That praise is indicative of a broader shift in perception surrounding the 21-year-old striker. Earlier in the campaign, Chermiti struggled to make a consistent impact, often appearing short of confidence and sharpness. Like many players during that period, he found it difficult to impose himself regularly, though those challenges were not unique nor entirely unexpected. Adjusting to a new league, a new country, and the physical demands of Scottish football is rarely straightforward, particularly for a young forward still developing his all-round game. However, recent weeks have offered encouraging signs that Chermiti is beginning to settle, showing flashes of the potential that made him highly regarded during his time with Sporting and later Everton. He remains raw in certain aspects and is far from the finished article, but his movement, link-up play, and growing physical presence are becoming increasingly evident. Performances such as this, subtle rather than spectacular, underline why patience may yet be rewarded. With the transfer window still open and speculation surrounding possible reinforcements, Royal faces decisions in attack. Yet Chermiti's trajectory suggests he deserves continued trust and opportunities, even if competition arrives. If nurtured correctly, Rangers may find that the striker they already have is quietly developing into a valuable long-term asset. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.